Hey there, everyone. It's GG Sober Son. December 13th. We come now to AA Fellowship. It is partly group therapy. It is partly spiritual fellowship. But it is even more. It is based on a common illness, a common failure, a common problem. It goes deep down into our personal lives and our personal needs. It requires a full opening up to each other of our inmost thoughts and most secret problems. All barriers between us are swept aside. They have to be. Then we try to help each other get well. The AA fellowship is based on a sincere desire to help each other get well. The AA fellowship is based on a sincere desire to help the other person. In AA, we can be sure of sympathy, understanding, and real help. These things make the AA fellowship the best that we know. Do I fully appreciate the depth of the AA fellowship? Meditation for the day. The higher power can guide us to the right decisions if we pray about them. We can believe that many details of our lives are planned by God and planned with a wealth of forgiving love for the mistakes we have made. We can pray today to be shown the right way. We can choose the good, and when we choose it, we can feel that the whole power of the universe is behind us. We can achieve a real harmony with God's purpose for our lives. Yes, cling to the thought that in God's hands, the dark past is the greatest possession you have. And I have seen so many people's lives redeemed, put to good purpose after years of self-will and just a desire to party, and parties are fun. They can be a good time, but my definition of partying was pretty warped in the end. And just on that note, my first job in the Air Force was, we called it POL, which stood for Petroleum, Oils, and Lubricants. Basically, my main job was driving a refuel truck on the flight line, refueling aircraft. Well, we had a saying that POL stood for Party on Location, and we were, as a group, very prideful. Without us, pilots are pedestrians, that kind of stuff. That direct mission impact, that work hard, play hard mentality. But a lot of times, if someone had a reputation from a previous base or what have you, and two guys got together that knew that guy, and most of the time the guys that got talked about the most was because they were so wild. You know what I mean? Oh, that dude's a trip. That guy's crazy. And share stories about the crazy things the guy did, And, when you talked about, the following Monday or whatever about your weekend, it was about the wild times you had and stuff like that. If you didn't have wild stories, they just didn't seem very interesting. You know what I mean? But, I was, my definition of fun changed, especially after I got married. It's like all that stuff, wild times. I have some wild times about when my first weekend in England back in 89, December of 89. Going up to Scotland for New Year's, and it was just a wild time. And it's kind of a nightmare, really, because I have visions of coming out of blackout in strange places and around by myself, and it's like, ugh. Shudder, shudder, shudder. And do you know what you did? Oh, I hate that question. Anyway, we can achieve real harmony with God's purpose for our lives. And now that those horrible stories, I can share them matter-of-factly and not try to glorify the insanity. I can talk about it matter-of-factly and not try to glorify the insanity. Say for what it is. And I can be frank about it so that others may identify, and in that identification also know that they can recover too. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may choose aright today. So strange word. I pray that I may be shown the right way to live today. Yeah. That's a better way of saying it. Aim up, And that's what this program is about, really. It's okay, no matter how far down the scale we have gone, this is the promises, 9-step promises. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others so that we can walk with our chin up as we aim up. And you hit what you aim at, right? You're more like, if you're not aiming, you're not going to hit. If you're aiming down, you're going to hit the ground. You're going to shoot down, kind of thing. If you're aiming up, you're going to hit up. Your trajectory is going to go up. You will rise up. So keep coming back. Chin up. All mistakes are redeemable in God's hands. Chin up, aim up, rise up. Love y'all.